Okay, we're going to talk about the setup input parameters that control the functionality of the Forex target trader. And if you go up to the smiley face in the upper right hand corner of your chart, double click it, we'll go back to the input panel. And every once in a while I find that the input panel doesn't open by double clicking. I have to actually right click the smiley face and select properties. Either way, we're in the properties of the chart right now, and there are two tabs, common and inputs. We want to be sure we're on inputs, and you should see this list of variables that you can control. The first one controls OCO orders, which is one cancels the other orders. And if this is set to true, the EA will remove all the lines from the opposite trade on the same currency pair if you have a buy and a sell set up in place at one time. For instance, if you have a buy stop set above a range and a sell stop set below a range looking for a breakout, if the price goes long and takes out your buy stop, enters a long order, it will automatically close the short order if the OCO orders is set to true. Next, we have some parameters that talk about the ability of the EA to manage your money and to set lot sizes which are appropriate for good money management. And it'll do all this automatically based on your inputs. In the first case, you can specify that you want your money management to be done by specifying the percent of risk you're willing to take. So this number in the next line down, you set to the percentage of risk that you want to be the maximum loss based on the stop loss that you're selecting and the capital you have in your account. And it will automatically set your maximum lot size to enable that risk control. In the next line down, you have money management using fixed cash risk. That means you want to specify a specific amount of money that you're willing to risk, and you don't want your trade to lose more than that. So you specify a discrete amount of money here. And if you want that to be enacted, you change this parameter from false to true. Next, you can set your lot size as a fixed lot size, which means you have money management set to false, and you have basically turned off money management. You're just saying, I want my lot sizes to always be this size. And in this case, it shows 0.4 lots. Scrolling on down, here's a nice function about being able to set your stop loss to break even once you get to a first level of profit. You can specify that you're going to close part of your trade once you hit your break even line. And you're going to specify how much of your trade you're going to close, in this case 40%. What also happens is the stop loss gets moved up to the break-even line, hence the name. Okay, scrolling down a little bit more, we're going to look at trailing stops. And if you want to use trailing stops, you can't manually be moving your stop losses around, because the trailing stop function is going to try to reposition those stop losses from wherever you have them set. So if you want manual stop loss movement, set trailing stops to false. If you use trailing stops, then the next parameter is the distance you're going to trail the stop by in pips, and also you're going to specify whether it only will start to trail the stop after you reach the break-even point. Next, we have a couple of parameters that specify how mail is done for your alerts. If you set EA mail to true, then when your trades open and close according to lines being crossed and so forth, you will get an email alert. You can specify the amount of time that must be delayed in minutes following a losing trade until you can open another trade. You can specify the maximum number of wins you can have in a day, and you can set your trading hours. That could be times of day when you do not want to trade. So you'll specify the start hour of the day and the end hour of the day. The rest of these are just cosmetics. You can set your line styles and colors. You can change what colors they turn into when the different functions become live, and you can change your font sizes and your line widths and so forth. So if you want to play with any of those things, you're welcome to. And that's all the settings.